welcome into WTOL 11 News on WTOL 11 Plus. I'm Tatiana Cash. Behold, such a nice view behind us. And honestly, thanks so much for joining us online because, today was beautiful. Definitely a round of applause for meteorologist John Birchfield because there was sunshine, not too cool when it comes to breezes. So what is in store for the rest of this weekend? Let's ask him. John, how are things going to go?
Hey, Tatiana, looking great for tomorrow. The sunshine's going to be back in action. It is going to be just a little bit milder feeling with those high temperatures up in the mid 50s. And boy, that was a beautiful sunset. Our sunset time, though, get this, now at 5:17 p.m. as we approach those darker November days. Temperatures have fallen to the 40s and the air is very dry with low humidity levels and a dry feel to it. Temperature wise through your evening, planning out that Saturday night, we're in the low 40s in Hillsdale. Temperatures are going to drop to the 30s very quickly and overnight temperatures falling back near freezing. Sunshine is going to be the name of the game for the next 5 days as sunny and dry weather continues. Sunshine tomorrow, 53 degrees. Winds will turn a slight bit to the south at 5 to 10 miles an hour, but overall a very calm and beautiful day with just a few of those fair weather clouds for decoration. I'll show you how long the sun lasts and preview our next rain chance coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, John. Now, of course, today the nation is celebrating all veterans and the battle of I-75, so UT versus BG, is fast approaching. So members from both campuses actually came together today for a good cause. The Student Veterans of America marched from the University of Toledo all the way to Bowling Green State University, roughly 24 miles, and to deliver the game ball replica from UT to the 50-yard line at BG Stadium. The purpose of this march was to bring awareness of the issues of high suicide rates among veterans.
We want everyone to know that we're all here for each other and that, if I need anything, I can call her right away, and I want everybody else to have that. So we're trying to just strengthen this military community in the area.
All right, around 44 people, so veterans, active duty, students, and others started a march this morning, 8 a.m., and then finished around 5 this afternoon. And of course, this weekend, there are numerous places where veterans can get discounts or just a free meal from restaurants. But what about those who are homebound? For the last 6 years, the Toledo Buffalo Soldiers actually created a solution to this problem with Operation Shut-In, allowing veterans who may be homebound or in senior rehab facilities to get meals delivered to them. The Buffalo Soldiers have partnered with local restaurants who actually donate these meals and have around 300 meals to be delivered this year.
Anything that you can do for vets today, actually any day of the year, is really important. If you know of a veteran who's in a senior citizen center or at home alone, stop and visit with them, check on them every once in a while, see if they need a hot meal, not just on Veterans Day, but really any day of the year.
Yeah, that pie looked good. Now, to learn more about the Toledo Buffalo Soldiers as well as their upcoming holiday efforts for the community, go ahead, visit our website at WTOL.com. Now, since it is Veterans Day and more deals for veterans are being brought to light, such as those dealing with traumatic brain injuries. Today, the Traumatic Brain Injury Resource Center celebrated veterans and military families. The event started with a book signing of My Daddy Has a Headache. Talk to your children about traumatic brain injuries. As well as the rest of the day, there was educational conversations from brain injury survivors, their caregivers, as well as information about programs at the center.
And if you've broken an arm, broken a leg, your injury is visible. But if you've suffered a blast injury and experienced that kind of trauma, people don't always see that. And so bringing awareness will help ease the suffering, not just of that person that sustained the injury, but also their whole support network.
Now, if you'd like to know more about the Traumatic Brain Injury Resource Center, you can find a link under our Links Mentioned tab on our website, again, WTOL.com. While a horse stable may not seem like a typical place for mental health therapy, across the country, horses are actually helping military veterans cope with post-traumatic stress and depression. CBS News has a look at equine-based therapy.
On this ranch in Solvang, California, Marine veterans are making a special connection with horses.
It's far beyond anything I could have ever comprehended for myself.
After deployment to Afghanistan, Marine Corps veteran Susan Welch says she was left struggling to cope with a traumatic brain injury and post-traumatic stress disorder.
I drank a lot, I whined a lot, I just didn't have any kind of purpose, just floundered along. My relationships went down the drain.
After trying different therapy methods, she came to Monty Roberts' Horse Sense and Healing.
We're going to go for a 12 o'clock join up now.
Roberts, who was Queen Elizabeth's horseman, revolutionized horse training by using gentler methods. He believes establishing a trusting relationship with a horse can have deep healing power, demonstrated by a veteran trainer at Roberts' latest retreat.
The horses are the difference. You can only talk human to a certain degree. The horses can speak human better than we ever thought of it.
A recent study by the Columbia University Department of Psychiatry shows equine therapy significantly reduces PTSD and depression among veterans.
What I've experienced here is horses reflect what's going on inside of you. So if you're nervous and you want that horse to be with you, you got to let some of that go.
Susan says finally learning to let go transformed her.
If I want the horse to trust me, what am I going to offer them? You have to be willing to give that vulnerability, and it's impacted my relationship with my kids and family and friends.
A change she feels wouldn't have been possible without her experiences on this ranch. Danya Backus, CBS News, Solvang, California.
Well, we're going to say nay to the rain this week. In fact, we could go the next 5 days without a drop of rainfall. If you like today's sunshine, it is not going to be until Friday that we see any additional rain. 5 days of beautiful and sunny weather. A few more clouds starting to roll in tonight. Isolated areas of patchy fog as the wind briefly shifts to the east. However, I'm not expecting widespread travel issues. That overnight low temperature going to be right around the freezing mark, so Sunday morning going to be a little bit crisp feeling. High pressure keeping sunshine in the mix. The nearest rain showers are well off to the west of us, and those are not expected to impact our weather as sunshine wins out. Temperatures for your Saturday night plans have dropped down to your 40 in Port Clinton, 40 degrees also in Fremont, and another cooler spot off to the north and west in Hillsdale. Fulton and Defiance counties are also dipping down to the lower 40s. Around daybreak, temperatures are going to be in the 30s. Into your Sunday afternoon, though, we climb nicely into the mid-50s. Even along the lakeshore, getting up to 50 degrees. Forecasting a high right around 53 in the Toledo metro. It is going to be a beautiful day. Plenty of sunshine. The winds do turn back to the south tomorrow. Overall, though, it's going to be a very light breeze with just a few of those fair weather clouds in the sky. Overall, a gorgeous conclusion to the weekend. Planning out your day. Areas of patchy fog possible early. Temperatures will be in the mid-30s. By lunchtime, the clouds quickly fade away as temperatures climb near 50. And into the afternoon, a forecast high of 53 with beautiful, vibrant blue skies for that raking. Maybe you have some fun plans, though, to go to the Glass City Metro Park ice skating ribbon. Will be at 50 at 5 p.m., 46 at 6 p.m., and 43 at 7 p.m. for later dinner plans. Winds are going to be light, and it is so beautiful when it's lit up at night. So you can take the whole family there to enjoy some outdoor time on the ice. Temperature-wise, sunshine and 50s abound. Monday is going to be milder as we come closer to 60 degrees. Tuesday, a very weak cold front sends us back to 54. And how about a nice little midweek warm-up Wednesday? Temperatures climb to the 60s, and I expect a mild and dry stretch of weather for the next 5 days or so. We're looking at temperatures that are going to be very warm, at least going into the end of the work week. However, our next rain chance, that is going to come in from the northwest as a cold front slides on through, and that'll usher in showers Friday. As we look ahead towards Friday morning, some light rain moves on through. Into Friday afternoon, you'll notice that rain becomes a little more widespread, and this could potentially impact the opening day and the lighting of the big tree at the Toledo Zoo lights. It'll be mild and breezy ahead of that front, but behind the front, showers clear out and temperatures start to drop into next week. No worries as far as the weather is concerned for the next 5 days. Plenty of sunshine. By Thursday, more fair weather clouds, more of a breeze, and temperatures in the middle 60s. Friday is our next rain chance, and it may affect zoo lights, and you'll notice we drop from the 60s back to the 50s next weekend as that cold front advances through. As we kick off the week of Thanksgiving, temperatures are looking a little bit cooler, dipping down to the upper 40s, but overall good to see all that sunshine in the forecast. Lots of blue skies to look forward to. Tatiana?
All right, sounds good. Now, the UAW strike against the Big Three has been the longest union walkout against automakers in 50 years. UAW President Shawn Fain believes the union got what it wanted when the car companies submitted those final offers. But still this week, some Flint GM workers rejected the tentative agreement. So we wondered, did the strike go on too long or not long enough?
It went on just the right of time if they can get it ratified. And if it doesn't get ratified, it didn't go on long enough. So I think it was a great timing in terms of doing it. They accomplished much more than I had anticipated, especially for the lower paid workers.
This week on Leading Edge, Jeff Smith works to see if they've put a bow on this unprecedented strike and ultimately what it means for labor and potentially the 2024 election. Leading Edge is going to be tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. Are you the victim of a scam, or is there a problem in your neighborhood that needs to be solved? WTOL 11 actually can help. Our Call 11 for Action office is ready to get to work for you. The program has helped more than 22,000 local consumers recover millions of dollars. Give us a call. You can see there on your screen, 1-800-647-1756. Again, that's 1-800-647-1756. 1756, or go ahead and just head on to our website, WTOL.com, and find out how we can help you. As the Christmas holiday season approaches, so do the parades. The Toledo Holiday Parade returned for its 36th year this morning through downtown Toledo. Two Grand Marshals led the parade this year, one being Earl Mack, the Toledo Post Commander of the Buffalo Soldiers, and the other was Charles Heiser, the Executive Director of the Lucas County Veterans Service Commission, celebrating Veterans Day as well, of course, as a holiday.
I love seeing like the Anthony Wayne General's band. I love like all the clowns. I love seeing Santa. It's all great.
Heck yeah. All right. High school marching bands, giant balloons, dance teams. They march down the street, ending, of course, with the guest of honor who we saw first in this video, Santa Claus. So lots of fun.
Santa was probably getting a little warm in that sunshine today.
Right?
It certainly gets you in that holiday spirit. It's hard to believe we're already talking the holidays and Christmas, though. You know, November is just flying by, Tatiana. It was just Thanksgiving, or it was, it wasn't
Not
Thanksgiving
yet. Not yet.
Even though Target would like you to believe otherwise.
Right, it's already passed because they've already got all the Christmas decorations up.
We just forget about this holiday. But I love the month of November because the weather is that nice happy medium as we ease the transition from autumn to winter. We get these nice sunny days, temperatures in the 50s. You know, don't need the jacket, no snow in that forecast. Right. Looking beautiful for the next couple weeks. And before you know it, Thanksgiving's going to be in that 10-day forecast. We are going to be lighting the big tree at the Toledo Zoo next Friday evening. Could be mild and breezy with rain showers, temperatures in the 60s, a far cry from what you'd expect in the wintertime. We do ease back to the 50s and possibly the upper 40s, but overall, liking the looks of those next 5 sunny days.
You're telling me on lights before Christmas, we are literally going to have 60-degree weather.
Yeah.
I remember the last 2 times that we've done it.
It's been freezing.
Frigid.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, might need the rain jacket, but I'd rather the rain jacket than
for sure.
The hand warmers and the gloves.
Because, of course, we were stationed, of course, all around the zoo trying to have fun, and you would see everybody just bundled up trying to just make it work for however long it is.
Yeah, that cold feels so harsh when you first feel it at the beginning of winter.
Definitely.
But we're going to put a hold on that really cold weather.
Well, thank you, John, and thank you for joining us here on WTOL 11 Plus. Of course, we've got more news a little bit later on tonight on WTOL 11, hopefully at 11. Definitely stay tuned. But for now, we'll send it back to what you're doing.